This is We Are All Evangelizers and whatever else is on Deacon Eric's mind. I'm Deacon Eric, and this is what's on my mind today. Reflecting on time. Quote, "But we do not ignore this one fact, beloved, that with the Lord, one day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like one day." From the second letter of St. Peter, who's just reminding us that God lives outside of time. Time is, however, a part of our life. It almost seems contradictory that we start running out of it the moment we are born. Time is an aspect of life which mankind wishes it could control a little bit more. More certainly, there are those who control time better. They schedule their life better than others. Then there are those who have disregard for time and don't want to live by anybody's schedule. The second group, of course, drives the first group crazy. But most of us live in the middle. We keep the schedules most important to us, but we don't live a minute-by-minute life. The topic of time seems relevant to this time of year because it's the end of August, it's the end of summer, and the beginning of school. So that means for some people it's a sad time, mostly kids, and for other people it's a good time, parents and football fans. The Four Seasons is a measure of time for those of us who live in the temperate climate. It's a constant reminder that time is passing. The topic of time is relevant for another reason in our household, in that my wife's Auntie Virginia died at the age of 102. And funerals allow us to reflect on our lives and what we're going to do with the rest of our time. We pray for the repose of the soul of the deceased and take stock of the state of our own soul. Death marks the end of one's season of life on earth. Our turn is coming, of course. When, we don't know. But the Gospels give us many a warning to be ready at all times. In formulating a homily for the funeral, I asked Auntie Virginia's son if there was a story about Auntie Virginia that he could relay that would reflect a little bit upon her life. And he said, "I don't remember all the details, but there was a great story she loved telling about when her sibling and she went with Grandma and Grandpa to Missouri, drove a car down to Missouri around 1930 or so. Grandpa did not have a driver's license. When they got back, Grandpa threw the car keys on the kitchen table and said, 'I'm never, ever going to drive again.' And he kept his word. He did not. One can only imagine what happened on that drive, traveling all the way to Missouri and back at probably about 35 miles per hour. I suspect it was quite an adventure, probably a metaphor for life, with potholes, flat tires, and bumpy roads, smoothed over only by the warm family and friend time that they had in Missouri. We know not our time, of course, but let's try to fill it with friends and family, because we know the potholes and the flat tires are coming. This is We Are All Evangelizers. I'm Deacon Eric, and that's what's on my mind today.